Welcome to the prop market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my WNBA prop picks for August the 20th, 2026. Currently, I have two player props and one best bet for you for today's show. Absolutely love the slate here. I'm going to have anywhere from four to five picks on the WNBA. I already have a hammer play in the premium. Definitely need that one to cash. I think we're going to go a 1 in 1 day in the premium from yesterday. We did cash out. Isabella Harrison under her line easily. And then I don't know about Olivia Miles, but it looks like she's going over her line currently. So we're gonna have a 1 in 1 day. Today I have two unders for you, and I do understand that some people do not like betting unders. There's probably some people, those of you out there that maybe just just hate unders, but as you know, I bet unders a lot of times, and if someone that you're watching whether it be on YouTube, any other type of outlet, and they only give overs and pretend as if that less or under is not even there, that is not the person that you want to be following because you got to get someone who's balanced. You can't have a capper that only bets overs. That's just not even realistic, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I know there's people that bet overs maybe 80% of the time, maybe 70% of the time, just because, that's just the way their mind works. But 100% of the time, overs, man, that's just not work. If you got a person doing that, that is just not going to work. So with that being said, I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. I will tell you real quick about the premium. $30 for 3 months, super affordable. Hop in. I also have a NFL preseason show out. I know there's people out there that say they can't bet the NFL preseason. But in my premium, I will have a NFL preseason best bet, which is just a game total that I have in there that I'm going to put in there tonight. And I know you can bet that one. So, we'll see how it goes. I already put my college football week 0 best bet in the premium. I'm going to only put the games, whether it be a spread or over under in the premium. And then I'm going to do player props on the show. I already have a premium also hammer play for the week 0 that I'm going to be posting as well. So there'll be some college football data coming out. There'll be some NFL preseason stuff coming out very soon in the premium, along with some more WNBA stuff available. Now to the free show and the free picks I have for you. I'm gonna give Olivia Nelson-Ododa under at 83% of her games. So I have went with her before on this show and she did hit her over. However, now I feel her line has gotten a little too high. I got her projected at 20, and she's going against an Aces team that we saw in the last matchup. Yeah, even though Angel Reese did have her way at times, she was getting blocked and everything like that. And I don't think Adota's as aggressive as Angel Reese was and is. So this is not the best matchup for her. I look for a better defensive performance for the Aces after they kind of got embarrassed by the Dream Team, especially when you're talking about Angel Reese down low, rebounding, putbacks, layups, just doing whatever she wants. And you got Gray getting into the paint. So I look for this Aces team, although they blocked a lot of shots, box out a little bit more, pay a little more attention to detail as far as defense. Minutes stand below 30, and I expect this to continue. Yes, the rotation can be funny for this Suns team. You remember this team has nothing to play for. I don't like to bet players that are on bad teams that are, on their way down and possibly tanking. So I don't see her playing a crazy amount of minutes. I don't see them actually even trying to really win this game. I like her under 24.5 PRA. I think this line has just got entirely too high. Second pick is going to be Jessica Shepard of the Wings. PRA season average 30. I got her projected at 28. Only played 26 minutes in her first game back. Now she'll be in her second game back. And I don't expect her minutes to jump back up to 36, 37, 35 minutes. I expect at the most 30. That's even pushing it. I think she'll slowly get integrated back into this offense. The Wings, they do need to win, but I don't think they want to push her back. They're just coming off losing Fudd. So I don't think they want to put a player that just came back in a situation where she can get injured. There's one thing about players coming back from, injuries, they're out for a week or more. There's a ramp up period, and I'm sure with the Wings losing the player that they did, they don't want to kind of like mess up with that. Also, she's facing Aaliyah Boston, who a lot of people forget is a good defender. I think she's a very good defender in my opinion. I expect her minutes also, as I said, not to get pushed. And she's been under in 4 out of the last 5. And not all of that was she, on some minute restriction or injured. But with the way she looked, the other day playing, she not only did her minutes low, but her usage was low as well. Look for Paige Beckers, believe it or not, to take a lot of shots. Hopefully she'll start making them for her sake. With that being said, give me the under 30.5 PRA for Jessica Shepard. We got the Sparks versus the Dream, and honestly, yeah, I do believe there's going to be points scored in this game. I believe a lot of them will be scored by the Dream. I do think the Sparks will play offensively decently, but the Dream are going to get out there and they're gonna lock down a little bit more defensively. But offensively, I don't think the Sparks even try to stop this team. I think they get well into the hundreds. I think the Sparks do their part and get us at least 90, close to 90. And I don't think it's gonna be a really close game. There's gonna be opportunity for some easy buckets at the end where teams are kind of a blowout, maybe a suit, and then now it's some backups in there. Or in the WNBA, there's one thing that I can't bet the unders based on the blowouts because man, they play their starters down 30. I mean, this is the only league that I've ever seen basketball wise where they play starters and it's like a 28-point lead. Like I just don't see it. And I'm talking about 28 in the fourth or late in the third. Like I mean, the NBA, they'll pull the starters pretty early if it seems like it's going to be a 20 plus blowout. In this league, they'll keep them out there. And I've seen times the team comes back not to win, but keep it down within 10 or 11. So I'm just like, I don't know. It's just a weird situation. But I like the over 178.5. I think this is a solid line, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it for my hit best bet of the day. $30 for 3 months. That's how much the premium is. Comment, like, and subscribe. Uh, Premium's been flooding with new subscribers. As I said, there's a lot of information in there. There's a lot of picks in there. Hammer plays are already out for today. It's a must win. So I'm gonna cash out the hammer play in there right now. I feel very confident with the one I have for you today. And NFL Week Zero pick might be one of my favorite picks of the year. I put it in there. If you might have to scroll down just a little bit to find it, but I absolutely love that pick. So find that NFL Week Zero pick. It's a game total pick, and I will have a hammer play in there very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, hit that like button. If not already subscribe to the channel. With all that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.